Ready.
Hi, I'm Bill Ritchie, and I'm going to show you, the owner of this Mini Halfwood Press, how to unpack it and assemble it. I'll start by unpacking. I took all the screws out except two for the video. Notice here you can see there's a pin that lines up the box lid. This is what you'll see. A lot of plastic racking and a screwdriver that you'll need later on. So I'll have that out. This is the wheel. These are the side pieces and the flat top. And the four long screws that hold the press together when it's all assembled. This is the instrument box. The instrument box has the felts and the Allen wrench, which you'll need for the wheel, and the owner's manual and a DVD. Now, what you see when you open the box are two thumb screws that you take out, one on each end, so you can use two hands. Thumb screws, and you can lift out the box. Also, the bed. There's a piece of cardboard to protect the bed from getting scratched when it's being shipped. This is the little book that goes with it, all about this particular press, number 48. I'll just put it in the instrument box. Now it's time to assemble the press. To assemble the press, first you have to take the press off the base with the screwdriver. There are 4 screws, and these screws are just for shipping. There are 4. When those are loose, lift off the bed, give them a little tap, and they'll fall out. And always pick up the press with this handle. Don't pick it up with these. They're not strong enough to pick up. This is where you're supposed to pick it up. The long machine screws are to hold the press together. They're permanent. The side pieces look like this. The brass channels go to the inside. One is called the active side, one is called the passive side. There's a little P for passive and an A for active. The active side is the wheel side. And you can see a little brass button that shows the active side. Also, you can't get them wrong because there are holes that match. They only fit one way. So don't worry about getting them mixed up. Those are the side pieces. This is called the flat top. And it also has a button for the active side. Also, you can't get it wrong because the holes are drilled differently for each side. That's the flat top. This shaft shows this is the active or the wheel side, and so it goes on the active side. When you put the screws into the holes, the best way is to put the press on its side and put the screws in this way. And then pick it up and turn it over. Be sure you're putting it in the active side, and then let them dangle and fall into the holes. Now you're ready to tighten the screws. You can put the bed in now. Notice that there are two buttons. These are called safety stops. They keep the bed from going too far. They go on the bottom. This label describes the type of material the bed's made of. It's called Lexan. It's very hard. It's as hard as metal. And this gray coating you can peel off if you wish. Some people leave it on to protect their plastic. It's up to you. You can leave it on or you can peel it off. This piece of material is handy to keep the press from sliding around. Makes a nice sticky pad. When I'm not using the press, I oftentimes will put a little piece of fabric there so the bed doesn't roll around. Now I can attach the wheel. The wheel is held on with a hex nut. And to tighten it, you use a hex wrench. It's a 1/8 inch. And this has to be very tight. And when you tighten it very tight, that screw actually cuts into the steel shaft so that it can't slip. There have been times when it got loose and people had to have a wrench to be sure that it was tight. So you always have a wrench with the press. Now it's ready to use. There's one more little thing, and that is the box. The instrument box is designed to fit inside. The box itself says keep this board and remove the screws. That's because this piece of wood is a good small work table. If you take out all these screws, the bottom comes off. And this bottom, because it has special attachments for the press, works as a temporary work table so that you can put a non-skid pad under it. And of course you can keep the sides and the lid in case you ever want to store or ship the press. Now that's all. Thank you.
It's beautiful.